Let's do a call for an uprising. Okay. So a call for an uprising is a conspiracy channel that believes in things like, oh boy, how do I put this? Believes in things like COVID hoax and all sorts of stuff. They're a QAnon Pizzagate person. They're crazy. Anyway, apparently there's a music video that came out, and they think there's secret messages in it. Hold on, do they play the... No, they don't play the song. Okay, good.
If you've ever had this feeling,
I'm gonna skip the intro.
To the right body, an awakening happening,
because it's
and
annoying.
you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Normally I dread having to cover these music videos and these shows, you know.
What is with weird right-wingers, including and up to conspiracy people like this, and like just thinking that modern pop music is degenerate? What is wrong with these people? Like, all pop music since the 80s has been like vaguely sexual up to like really sexual, like tons of innuendos. Like, this isn't a new thing. Why do these people think this is some new phenomena? It's so strange.
Award shows and all this other stuff. But obviously I know it helps wake up the new people who are waking up or seeing these things or have been brought here, who are unsure of what's going on, and continue to listen, waiting for maybe something to trigger an awakening. And I hope that these are the videos that do. Well,
Sarah Celia with 100 bits. Thanks, Hannah, for letting me know about the bingo card. Also, happy 7-month. Oh, thank you. Daddy Sume with a bit. Also, thanks a lot, Hannah. Now I need to rewatch that trilogy. Yes. Go and watch the Xenon trilogy. Go and do that. Honestly, the first two are okay. The third one sucks. If you're gonna watch Xenon on Disney Plus, and they're all on Disney Plus, this isn't an ad. If Disney wants to pay me that sweet, sweet Disney cash, please, I'll shill for your streaming service, whatever. The first two Xenons are good. The third one's awful.
I know.
Also, there was the Stellar Sea Cow with 5 bits. Look up My Jelly Roll. It's a sexual innuendo-laden popular song from the 20s. People are just simple and don't realize it. Yeah. Sexual innuendo has been a part of, like, human music forever. I don't know why I worded it like that. It made it sound like I'm a lizard person. Human music! I'm just saying, like, music is always, at least, not always, so much of music involves, like, innuendo, or it's about either relationships or sexual stuff. Human! Highly interp with 10 bits. 80s, more like 50s. Uptight people hated Elvis because he was too dirty. True. Markiplier got a Del Monte corn sponsorship that way. Yeah. Yeah. Look up some 20s music. So much of it is about effing. What's that one song? Gosh, I'm thinking of one, but I can't remember the name of it, and I can't remember the exact words, but it's, like, overtly about getting it on. Anyway, back to this thing.
For a fact that most of these videos begin young teens in the process of waking up. So I cover these music videos.
I mean, to get Jake an actual corn
all the time, at least I used
yeah.
to. And obviously with all the crazy stuff going on in the world, normally I can't stand doing this, but I'm so sick and tired of talking about the outbreak and all this other stuff and the restrictions and
making
the laws that are getting put in place.
Yes, that's the one I was thinking
It's
of.
almost refreshing to talk about this because it's laughable at this point. But remember, they're still going to continue to groom young teens out there with their celebrity idols, their false idols. They're using these...
That's not what grooming means. What do you think grooming means? I hate when people use grooming like this in such a broad way that it loses all actual meaning. Like, there was a specific definition for grooming a minor, and it's not like making music videos that they like that happen to include sexual innuendo. That's not grooming.
Celebrity idols now to obviously socially engineer with the masks and everything else, and the one movement, the love movement, the Antichrist movement.
What?
But they always communicate through signs. And
wait, is Antichrist on the card? Let me look. Control F. Anti. We have anti-Semitism. Nope, no Antichrist.
There's nothing funny about the
and symbols and all of
Thank you to Daddy Sume for a bit. Antichrist isn't everything. Have you forgotten, Hannah? I guess.
their music videos and their magazine cover shoots. You've seen the collages with everybody holding their, the finger over the eye, the 666, or doing the one eye symbolism. This is all occult symbolism. This is all messaging the cult from one person to the other.
Spurious symbology is evidence. If you have that on your bingo card, click that. Do I have it? I don't think I have it. That sucks. If you have spurious symbology as evidence, tick that off. Obo one with 100 bits. There's two subjects music fans had since antiquity. 1, death. 2, sex. Yep.
They're not all just randomly doing these poses, folks.
They're dances. They're doing a dance that's been choreographed for the music. I'm telling you, K-pop is not satanic, okay? Like, I don't like it, but that doesn't make it satanic.
And another thing that they always do, as you'll see here in this music video, which has 200 million views almost, 200 million in a week.
Yeah, people like K-pop. Is this news to you? Do you not know what K-pop is? It's like a whole fandom.
A band called Blackpink, but I saw it because it was trending #1, and Selena Gomez happens to be in the video, and I've covered her many, many times. Illuminati child, of course, groomed in the Illuminati as a child, and Disney. That's how it always works. They go through Disney, and obviously the CIA runs underneath Disney, and I think people think that's a ludicrous statement.
What about Nickelodeon? Like, is the girl from iCarly, is she also in the Illuminati? Or, like, is Nickelodeon run by the Freemasons, and it's like the B team? Are the Illuminati and the Freemasons both working towards the end of the world, but in different ways? Are they gonna fight each other like it's a Godzilla movie, and whichever one has goals that align with us the most, we have to get on the side of? Yeah, he did mention the Illuminati, by the way, if you have that on your bingo card. Do I have Illuminati? Oh, man, I have a crappy card today. Get Illuminati if you have it.
But they're just completely out of their mind. Most people are caught up so much into Disney and obsessed with it that they refuse to believe that Disney would have any connections to the CIA. And all you have to do is look into it. You can look into Walt Disney, who I've exposed time and time again, which many people have. The 33 Club there, the Masonic Club, his connections to the DeMolay and Freemasonry, and weird stories that came out involving...
You can't just use Freemasons and Illuminati interchangeably. They're not the same thing. For one thing, the Illuminati doesn't exist, but the Freemasons do. They're a real thing. They're just a gentleman's club. It's like a fraternity for people who aren't in college.
Him with children, which, of course, the media will bury and nobody wants to hear about because it's their beloved Walt Disney who they grew up on and their childhood was all about. So they don't want to separate, and they don't want to realize the hell that is this world.
Call for an uprising. Most people know Disney is evil. Oh, there goes my Disney Plus sponsorship. Disney's evil, and we know that. It has nothing to do with Satanism or Illuminati, though. They're just a monopoly, almost. They're an effective monopoly in the way they operate, and the way they own so much of the media. Like, that's evil enough. You don't need to come up with, like, satanic child ritual nonsense in order to make that seem evil. Like, they're already evil! Why can't you just enjoy the taste of evil classic? Why do you gotta, like, crave cherry evil with all the add-ins? It's very unnecessary.
And that we've all been duped. But the song is called Ice Cream, and you always hear them do songs about food, like ice cream, and they sexualize it. That's for a reason. Most you probably...
I want candy. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Aaron Carter, and then whoever did it before Aaron Carter. Yeah. People use food as sexual metaphors. That's been a thing forever.
I remember when Pizzagate came out, a lot of us were talking about how they use, food as a symbol, right? Pizzas.
No, they didn't. That was something you all made up. They did not. You all made that up. That's why that was like that, you weirdos.
Code. Hot dogs are a code.
No, the hot dogs were hot dogs. The hot dogs were hot dogs.
Ice cream is also a code. Now, I believe ice cream, at least at one time, they might have...
How confusing. Let's imagine what they have to say is like, real. It's not. It's not at all. 100% it is not. But let's pretend for a second it is. Wouldn't it be so frustrating when you're trying to get lunch at the Illuminati? Like, you're like, hey, let's get some pizza for lunch. And half the people there are like, do you mean pizza? Or do you mean pizza? And you're like, no, like pizza. And they're like pizza or pizza. And you're just like, ah, we should have used different metaphors.
Have changed up the codes. It meant young adolescent teen boy is what it was supposed to mean.
No, it meant tubes of meat. It meant edible tubes of meat that you put on a bun and then you eat them. That's what hot dogs mean.
Or what it supposedly meant. And that's why you see them doing a video with ice cream, right? Or videos where they're wearing pizza or covered in pizza. I mean, what do you think? That these people are like, why do I...
Was QAnon on 8chan? I think that counts for the square mentioning Pizzagate. Let me look. Deep State, HARP, Reptilians, Planet X, Hannah Might Die of Laughter, Ancient Wisdom, blah, 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 Word Salad, Satanic Ritual, Child Abuse, Aliens, Racist Disbelief, Someone Forgets Correlation Isn't Causation. QAnon is claimed as a source. That counts for QAnon is claimed as a source. I don't know if I'm going to say it counts as 4chan, unless they specifically mention it. Because Q is on things other than 4chan and 8chan. Like, QAnon stuff gets passed around on Facebook now, and the QAnon stuff has its own website. So it's not exclusively 4chan, 8chan, just for the record. But that would definitely count for QAnon is claimed as a source.
Well, you know, I mean, I know that they have nothing in their heads anyway, but why don't we do a video called Ice Cream and we'll eat ice cream cones? No one's ever done that. There's tons of videos with milk, right? Dumping milk on themselves.
Okay, I'm not saying there are no music videos where someone is dumping milk on themselves. There probably is somewhere. But you're acting like every other music video has a woman or a man dumping milk on themselves, and that's not true, right? Yeah, music videos have double entendres, as do songs. That's not hidden, right? That doesn't make it hidden. It's just double entendre. Oh, thank you to Stellar Sea Cow with 5 bits. People use glizzies now for hot dogs. They got around the food code. About a year ago, you saw a sign in your town in the UK advertising QAnon. Ugh.
Rubbing ice cream on themselves, sexualizing this stuff, lollipops, right? And you'll see all the type of food symbolism in the video, but this...
Does he not understand that you're supposed to get this? Does he think that they're like, guys, we'll make this song about ice cream and no one will understand what we're talking about? Like, no, it's supposed to be, like, double entendre. I've said that multiple times now and I know it's weird, but, like, that's what it is. A lot of songs are like that. It's like, ooh. Like, I don't... What's another example of this that I can think of? I'll just look up songs with double entendre. Songs with double entendre. Ice Cream Man by Van Halen in 1978. So that's not... If we're just going for, like, ice cream-based stuff, didn't Q get doxxed? Yes, he did. He's the guy who owns 8chan and 8kun. You know what? I can look at songs with food-based double entendre. 100 best songs about food, greatest double entendre songs. Passion Fruit by Drake. That sounds like it's probably sexual. I don't know a lot of these songs. I don't know popular music. I listen to songs from like the 80s and show tunes. Greatest double entendre songs. Bo Carter, please warm my wiener. Yeah, that's pretty on the nose. It Ain't the Meat. Another meat song delivered by Irving Turner's baritone. Bessie Smith, I need a little sugar in my bowl. Kalis Milkshake. Van Halen, I'm your ice cream man. Victoria, whatever. Toothache Blues. Whiny Harris, keep on churning till the butter comes. Keep on churning till the butter comes. I'm gonna say that counts as Hannah almost dies of laughter. There we go. That's fine. That counts. There's a space for you, I guess. You're welcome. Let me play with your poodle. Daddy Sume with a bit. Hannah, do you feel like I'm still that horny now? Look at all these degenerates. I don't want to play it because then I'll get like DMCA'd. This has to be under copyright still, right? Hold on, let me see what it says. Yeah, this is owned by someone and I don't want to get DMCA'd. Or get this video demonetized or whatever. The Cramps, Daisy's Up Your Butterfly, Roy Brown, Cadillac Baby, Dennis LaSalle, Pay Before You Pump. Oh, the roller skate song. This is in Boogie Nights. Doon, 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 doon. I've got a brand new pair of roller skates. Na, 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 na. Big Long Slidin' Thing. Ask Compy with a bit. Enormous Penis by Da Vinci's Notebook is a song that exists. Well, there you go. Does this count as ritual child abuse? He didn't necessarily allude to it. We'll see. We'll see. I don't think just mentioning... Well... I think it's a gray area. I'm gonna say no, and that's my call. But if it continues and he, like, pushes it more, I'll let you know when I think it falls under that. Big 10-inch record. Anyway, I don't think I need to go through all these. You get the point, right? Songs with double entendre and innuendo, whether it be about food or otherwise, have been around forever. This is not a new thing. It's not a conspiracy. People just like their double entendre because they can sit in a corner and be like, hee hee, hee. This is a song about ice cream, but hee. It's really about banging it out or me licking the ice cream cone. Like, I'll take you to the candy shop. I'll let you lick the lollipop. Keep licking till you hit the spot. I don't know how to tell you this. That song's not about, like, lollipops. It's not. Okay? This is something everyone understands.
This is the band Blackpink, which right off the bat you can see, obviously you can see one-eye symbolism if you look them up. You can see black and white Masonic symbolism, of course. This isn't a coincidence. This is worldwide. This isn't just America. And Selena...
Cotton Candy 903 with a bit. Another song that exists is Resurrection by Erection by Powerwolf. I don't know who Powerwolf is, but that's the best band name I've ever heard. Powerwolf. Ow!
Gomez, who I've exposed, doing the 666.
Claire the Egg says, I had someone tell me what blow your whistle baby. I had to have someone tell me what blow your whistle baby meant. Oh, God. Hi, Hannah. Do you like my band name? Woof.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Nice.
Doing the 666 over her eyes with Disney. What is she saying? Because I get this message all the time that for basketball players, it means they hit a three-pointer. And then they hold it over their eyes, and I'm saying, oh, yeah, is that what it means? So did Selena Gomez just hit a big
It's just a thing. You can just do this. It's like looking through a thing in your hand. Like, it's not necessarily symbolic of anything specific. It's just a thing you can do. Like, oh, make a circle with your fingers, and then look through them. And when you make a circle with your fingers, these other 3 fingers naturally go into that position because your tendons are getting pulled on because you're moving this one down. I'm not intentionally moving this finger, right? It's not something I have to try and do. It's just like, oh, look through a thing and you're, like, make a circle. Look through it. And that's how your hand rests naturally when you do that. It's not an Illuminati thing. That's just what happens when you make a circle with your fingers and do this.
3-pointer, or she's just on a runway somewhere and she decided, I'm gonna hold this up over my eye. Right, because
Is that Illuminati? Yeah, we already checked off Illuminati.
that's what they do, and that's how they communicate
Listen
with
to
each
some
other.
Power
You also know
Wolf?
that
Okay.
Selena Gomez obviously has many music videos with occult symbolism, as well as being involved in Disney and
It's just a common thing to do with your hand, guy. It's not an Illuminati thing. Like, it's like looking through a telescope or literally anything else. It's just like a thing, right? I don't think it's that out there to, like, be like, hey, I remember, like, when I was a kid, I'd do that kind of stuff. What's the thing where you can, like, I used to be able to do this. I'm not as flexible as I used to be, I don't think, in the wrists.
Nothing
But,
funny
like,
about the tools of capitalism.
you'd do that. You know what I mean? You'd have the hands upside down and you'd do that. It's just a thing that people do with their hands. And it makes sense to do it in a photograph because it's, like, an interesting thing to do. It's, like, a little different, but it's not that out there. Daddy Sume with a bit. That's how they communicate, because cell phones and internet cannot be used.
indoctrinating children with magic.
That's what I don't get. Like, what would the point be, right? Like, let's say I'm Illuminati. I'm not. But let's say I was. No one's Illuminati. The Illuminati doesn't exist. Let's say I'm part of the Illuminati. Why do I need to communicate to others that I am in the Illuminati? Why would I need to do that? Right? Wouldn't they already know? Wouldn't they be like, oh, by the way, here's a list of all the people who are on our side, so you know. Why would you need to, in a photograph, be like, ah ha ha, wink wink, I'm part of the secret organization?
She was on the show Wizard.
Also, if Tila Tequila... Wait, is that Tila Tequila? No, that's someone else. I thought it looked like Tila Tequila for a second. I was gonna say, if Tila Tequila's... Oh, that's Tyra Banks, though. If Tyra Banks is part of the Illuminati, I'd rather not be a part of it. Thanks. Is that Soulja Boy? No. Who's this guy? Lil Wayne? I don't know musicians. Can you tell I don't listen to popular music?
Of course, why wouldn't she be? We only hear about wizards, witches, and magic all the time from Disney, but people don't think that magic is real.
Lil Wayne. Okay. If Lil Wayne's part of the Illuminati, then frankly, I don't want to be a part of it. That doesn't seem like a very exclusive club. Like, what responsibilities does Lil Wayne have in the Illuminati, right?
It's laughable because they've just been so desensitized to it from Disney and all these places and thinking it's fiction, and then being told that they should wish that they could fly and they should wish that they could have superhero powers. And then when it's revealed that through black magic and all this stuff...
Yeah, Wizards of Waverly Place is part of the Illuminati, as opposed to just trying to make money off the back of the popularity of wizards because of the Harry Potter series. Sure, fine, whatever.
Stuff that people can levitate and do this. People
Stellar
are going
Sea
to
Cow
want
with
to do
5
it
bits.
because
Lil Wayne's
they've been told
existence
that that's
is
what they
almost
should.
proof
Oh,
of
wouldn't it
lizard
be wonderful
people.
to be like Peter Pan? Watch.
There's nothing
People say
funny
it's
about the tools
Jeffrey
of capitalism.
Patron with 260 bits. Lil Wayne controls the color orange. That's what he do in the Illuminati. I've said too much.
Crazy. I've been right about most of the stuff I've talked about on the channel. And
What? By what metric? What do you mean you've been right about most of the stuff you've talked about on this channel? What I've seen you talk about is ridiculous COVID conspiracies, which are outright false, and nonsense like this Q bullshit, which have been demonstrably proven false as well. I've never heard you say a conspiracy theory that is like, yep, that was confirmed. No. You don't just get to be like, I said a thing, and I was right about it. Do you not see how you have a bias in determining of whether or not the things you've said are accurate? Cascadia93 with 25 bits. I blame Nick Cage, a national treasure, for this. Yeah, I feel you on that one.
just the last 4 years, showing you the one movement, the love movement, on and on with the symbolism. and now the stuff that we're seeing going on with the crazy stuff with, you know, the outbreak and everything else. So let's get into the video. You'll see them sexualizing the ice cream, obviously.
Yeah, probably. I haven't heard this song. I don't listen to K-pop. I don't listen to any new music, really. Occasionally, over time, it'll, like, get to me, but usually 2 to 3 years after the fact. Whatever. That's fine. I'm not a big, like, I don't listen, keep up on music. I'll wait and see what kind of, like, stays and continue to just be popular, and I'll listen to it later or whatever. I'll find stuff on YouTube. Whatever. I don't listen to K-pop. But the point is, I would believe you if you say, oh, this song is about ice cream, but it's really, like, sexual innuendo. Sure. Not even the first song to turn ice cream into sexual innuendo. That's fine. That doesn't make it evil Illuminati stuff. It just means it's a song with sexual innuendo about ice cream. Daddy Sume with a bit. We should totally make a conspiracy theory about the movie The Love Guru and start posting it on 4chan about how it's really a story about East religions corrupting our culture and how we need to stop these satanic cow worshippers. And then it would force people to watch The Love Guru, which I think is the worst punishment that you could possibly endure.
See right off the bat, this girl has a butterfly on her face, okay? This isn't a coincidence. This is...
I think it's just trying to be cute. I think they're trying to be cute. I think that's the intent of the butterfly. Yes, Hannah gets it. I always get it.
So they always
Untrue.
use the
I rarely get it.
butterfly. She's an MK Ultra mind control servant.
Wait. Is the fact that I'm creeped out by butterflies, does that mean that I'm not in the Illuminati then? Because butterflies creep me the heck out. I don't like them around me. I don't like them near me. I don't like butterflies. Get that shit out of here. God damn it.
Taking orders from her handler. She is completely under their control, just as all the members of this band are, just as Selena Gomez is. That's why you always see them always using the butterfly.
Okay, if you can't... The net is so wide for these people. Doing this is Illuminati. Using sexual innuendo is Illuminati. Butterflies are Illuminati. Okay, well, if you cast a net this wide, then like 90% of the population is in the Illuminati. What are you talking about, bud?
Okay? It's not because Lady Gaga and Katy Perry and Britney Spears...
Is that only butterflies or flying insects in general? My creeped outiness? Butterflies specifically. I'm not a fan of any flying insect, but butterflies in particular creep me out. Shady Shroomy with 25 bits. The Illuminati controls the ice cream. That's why we have so many members. Daddy Sume with a bit. I heard a story about an aunt who got her niece a caterpillar for her birthday, so they would watch it and turn into a butterfly, but instead it exploded with parasitic wasp larva. Oh! Jeffrey Petron with 50 bits. Shame the introduction ceremony is held in the Niagara Falls Butterfly Sanctuary. Shame you had such potential. Yeah, no. I don't want to be part of the Illuminati if it involves being around butterflies. No thanks. Yeah, I'm not a fan of moths either. Moths also creep me out. Almost as much as butterflies. Almost.
And Miley Cyrus all love butterflies, and when they're out in their yard or they see a butterfly, they start screaming ecstatically like they won the lottery. They don't have butterfly farms in their backyards. They don't, you know, grow caterpillars or farm caterpillars. All right?
Nothing funny about
it's because it has to do with MK Ultra mind control programming. You'll see
Let's go back. Who is it?
butterfly. And Britney Spears and Miley Cyrus all love butterflies, and when they're out in their yard or they see a butterfly, they start screaming ecstatically like they...
Where is this footage that you think exists of Miley Cyrus and Britney Spears in their backyard seeing a butterfly and freaking out? What are you talking about? Why are you talking as if you have first-hand experience of what these pop stars do in their own backyards? Like, are you stalking them? Why are you like, yeah, when Britney Spears is in her backyard and she sees a butterfly, she freaks out. What? What?
They won the lottery. They don't have butterfly farms in their backyards. They don't, grow caterpillars or farm caterpillars. All right? It's because it has to do with MKUltra mind control programming. You'll see this all the time in music videos. Then you'll see, you have to catch this stuff because this is literally like 2 seconds of the video, but there's the all-seeing eye.
I mean, it's AI.
About that? That must be a coincidence, right? Or it's
There's nothing funny
Yes.
about the tools of capitalism.
Yes, it is. MMO addicted with 10 bits. Since we're talking about sexual songs, let me send you the most sexual and perfect song.
Top, make it drop. That's whack. That's whack. Now get a bucket and a mop. That's a whack. That's a whack. I'm talking.
Selena Gomez also wanted to be an optometrist at one point in her career. Another failed.
Okay? Do you think everyone who's an optometrist is part of the Illuminati because eyes? The spurious connections these people make are honestly mind-boggling. Give me a sec.
Optometrist, add her to the list, folks. She wanted to be an eye doctor. They all just have a love and obsession with the eyeball. The one eyeball, of course, not the two. It's the one eye. The same eye on the back of the dollar bill. This, of course, is referring to the all-seeing eye of Lucifer, the god that they worship.
No? What is the all-seeing eye on the dollar? What is the meaning of the all-seeing eye on the dollar? The Eye of Providence, or the all-seeing eye, is a symbol used in various religions and other institutions that depicts an eye, often enclosed by a triangle and surrounded by rays of light or glory meant to be representative. The concept of divine providence, whereby the eye of God watches humanity. So the opposite of what he just said. It represents the eye of God, not the eye of Satan. You idiot. Best song with sexual innuendo. I can't play. Oh, you know what? I had that one coming. Full disclosure. I had that one coming. Yep, that's my fault. That one's my fault.
They didn't just stick an eye on a wall. People getting.
I don't even think Daddy Sume should be timed out for that one. He basically said what that shit was. That's on me. That one's totally on me.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Paid millions of dollars to make these videos, to design the sets. Okay, they didn't just go, let's write ice cream, and then I'm gonna put an eyeball next to it. That makes perfect sense, Phil. Go ahead.
Nothing funny about
That's not how it works.
Katsuyo Dragneel.
They're always is the
God.
symbolism. The eyeball
Sure.
specifically, always there. Monarch butterflies, always there, especially with these
Okay, but they aren't. Most music videos do not have an eye or a monarch butterfly in them. I'm not going to do a comprehensive meta study looking at every music video ever made, but most of them don't have a single all-seeing eye, or butterflies, or both. They just don't.
female artists, or the supposedly female artists. Then you'll see the black and white, because it's not a music video without the black and white checkerboard, is it? You got her wearing the black and white. You see Masonic checkerboards all over the place.
Are you claiming that the colors black and white are also Illuminati? Do you see what I mean by when these people cast a net so wide? So things that count as Illuminati are butterflies, sexual innuendo, eyes, up to and including the concept of optometry, and black and white. These things are all symbols of the Illuminati. And if your music video have any of these things, it's automatically Illuminati. Do you see how ridiculous this gets? If you cast a net this wide, of course you're gonna start seeing Illuminati everywhere. Like, imagine if I just said, oh man, people who wear shorts That's Illuminati. Shorts are a symbol of the Illuminati. Oh my gosh, one of these people is wearing shorts! They're part of the Illuminati! Like, if you pick very vague and general things and just point them out and say automatically, this is a symbol of the Illuminati, of course you're gonna see the Illuminati everywhere. You picked a very general thing to be a symbol of it. I don't know. The lack of self-awareness of these people is just mind-boggling. Wait. Supposedly female? Oh, did he say supposedly? Is he like a transvestigator too? That'd be funny.
This has to do with Freemasonry. You'll always see black and white symbolism in these videos, whether it's the clothing or it's the floor, because this is really what it's about, right? Freemasonry. Now, Freemasonry is not the top of the pyramid. Freemasonry is more towards the bottom, but this is where they start. They network through Freemasonry. The higher they get, they network into other secret societies. But this is the grounds in your hometown for where people start to worship Lucifer.
I agree that Freemasons are like a weird social club. I get that. But they're not like some conspiratorial network of all-powerful people. And it's not like if you like, oh, you're a top-level Freemason, you're gonna graduate into the Illuminati. You know why? Because the Illuminati isn't real.
These people that go into Freemasonry, or the Eastern Star, which is the female version of Freemasonry, which even has the pentagram, the upside-down Baphomet pentagram as its logo, if that's not obvious enough. So you'll see that. What a surprise. And then you'll see pentagrams, because everybody loves stars, right? She a Cowboys fan? Starbucks fan? I don't know. What are...
Wait, are stars part of it now, too? Okay, so on the list we have butterflies, stars, sexual innuendo, eyes, and the color black and white. Any of these things make it Illuminati. You're covering like 30% of music videos at this point. And I might be being generous.
There's nothing funny about the tools.
MMO addicted with 10 bits. If your resting heart rate is less than 100 beats per minute, the Illuminati have chipped you and made you into calm, compliant sheeple.
You've seen the pictures before, the list of companies that use the star as their logo.
Daddy Sume with a bit. I'm gonna start my own secret society called the Illuminati. It's just a group that gets together and watches amateur porn. You might run into legal issues with the YouTube channel, the Illuminati. They already exist. Go for it, though.
Hi, this is called a pentagram, a 5-pointed star.
I mean, that's the 5-pointed stars are the typical, like, Western star. I guess I don't know if it's everywhere. But, like, if you look up star, that's the typical star we use, right? If it's, like, a 6-pointed star, then it's considered, like, the Star of David, right? Typically. So, when we're drawing a star, usually we do 5 points. Like, that's just how culturally it's worked out. It might not always be the case. At some point, maybe stars will be drawn differently. Maybe this will become the common, star image someday. I don't know. It's culturally contextual what you view as a star. But at least where we live, when we see this, we think star, because that's the universal symbol for star. That doesn't make it satanic.
It has to do with magic and witchcraft. That's why it's there. You'll see it quite often tattooed on these people behind their ears.
There's nothing funny about
You'll quite often see it in threes as well. Rihanna, many others have the tattoo. But she's got the 3 stars. And then
Daddy Sume, Hannah, you need to do another Christian meme review. One of these days, make a stream just about that. Maybe.
And throughout the video, you'll just see it keep popping up. You got a girl tanning inside of a pentagram. You've got upside down Baphomet pentagram.
It's a star. It's not a pentagram. Pentagram. So a pentagram specifically tends to be like this, or like this, and it's encircled, right? Often it'll look like this, with the 2 points facing upwards and one facing downwards. Whereas this is just a typical star symbol. They both have 5 points, but that doesn't mean... How do I put this? All pentagrams are stars, but not all stars are pentagrams.
But, well, we're supposed to think it's just because everybody loves the symbol of a star? Anybody getting sick of seeing it? Where's the rhombus? Right?
Hashtag justice for rhombus! I agree! Where is the rhombus, love, motherfuckers? I'm sick of all this star privilege. Where is the justice for rhombus?
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Dicks out for rhombus! Oh. Ooh. Justice for rectangles. One thing at a time. We gotta get justice for rhombus first. What's up with this guy? A call for an uprising.
There's nothing funny about the tools
Is
of
Big
capitalism.
Rhombus paying you off? Baja Blast, I swear, if someone doesn't clip this and get it trending on Twitter and Reddit, I'm gonna be so mad. Uh-huh.
Right? I haven't seen any rhombuses. I think that's like
There's nothing funny about the tools of
arc.
capitalism.
Oh no! I spit soda over everything! Baja, give me a paper towel! Oh no! Oh!
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Oh no, it's gonna be so sticky! Ah! Dang it! I'm such an idiot!
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
It's the rhombus, though. I get real passionate, okay? Oh, God. It's okay. It's just the monitor.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
How bad is it? It could have been worse. It could have been worse. I think.
Down there and like from
Yeah.
here. That was
There's nothing funny about the tools of
hilarious.
capitalism.
I can't get over the fucking rhombus thing.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Oh God, there's so many messages. That's the first real life spit take I've ever seen, and it was glorious. Cherry Tree Boy, Hannah, freaking out 99, best laugh ever. Emmo addicted, technical difficulties, support Baja needed. Obowan, that's what she said. All right, hold on, let me watch this. I'm gonna watch this clip.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Oh no, it's gonna be so sticky.
It's gonna be sticky later.
There's nothing funny about the tools
Wink.
of capitalism.
Cotton Candy 903, I'm dying. This couldn't be any funnier. Ugh. Okay.
It smells like spit in here.
Okay. Okay.
I know you.
Love you
There's
too.
nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Alright.
Right? I haven't seen any rhombuses.
Interrupting your work.
I think that's like a
Very much so.
Too bad.
There's nothing funny about the tools of
arc.
capitalism.
Oh no! I spit so.
Right? I haven't seen any rhombuses. I think that's like a
There's nothing funny about the
arc.
tools of
Oh, did I get some on the no, camera? I It looked
Mm.
like I. Just in the clip, it looked like I got it a little bit.
Oh God, love.
Oh no. That's okay. I need to clean my monitor anyway.
Live stream fails that shit.
What do you call it? A diagonal rectangle. You don't see that too often. What? That's not a cool symbol.
Ow.
That's not a cool shape. Just the
Am I loving
star.
you too harshly?
Yes, and I'm also already very warm with the foil, so...
She doesn't love me anymore, chat.
Are here.
Bye.
I mean, people need to think these symbols are being shown for a reason. They're indoctrinating you with the occult. You'll see the star everywhere, and nobody goes, hey, you know, and just for the record, nobody owns and has licensing to it, to the actual logo, like the Cowboys. No? All these companies just keep using the star over and over. Nobody goes, yeah, it's not really original. I've seen it a million times. I've seen it a trillion times.
Okay.
That is the most common symbol, probably, other than the all-seeing eye and the pyramid.
Has anyone even done most? God, I always hit my caps lock. Isn't most commonly used symbols? The most common symbols. Some of the most popular symbols are heart symbol. This represents love, compassion, and health. It also represents the Hartnell, which is my D&D character's ship, because it's an outhouse with a heart symbol. So even I use this shit. Have I ever shown you guys a little model Hartnell I printed? Hold on. The door's kind of busted in, but I can... So the channel icon is my D&D character. We play a D&D game over on actual Jake's Twitch channel. I 3D printed an actual Hartnell for the map. I haven't been able to get this like to stay on here very well though, so let me see if I can. Anyway, there's the Hartnell. If you watch the D&D stream, that's what it looks like. In case you're curious, although obviously not black, it looks like wooden. But Algae of the Sea, you would like to redeem your bingo win. Yes, I can do that for you right now. I have a 3D printer. Yes, I do. I have a 3D printer. Hold on, give me a sec. Do-do-do-do. What model of printer? It's a XYZ printer, EXYZ Printing Pro. That's what it says on it, at least. I don't know. It's been a while since I bought it. How much did this cost? This was like 400 bucks. They might be cheaper now. I bought it like a year or two ago. It's a pretty big one, though, too, in fairness, so. Sorry, just gifted a bingo sub. There you go. Can it print a rhombus? Yes, it could probably print a rhombus. Yeah, I got Algae's thing. So there you go. Congrats on the free sub. Anyway, back to the thing. Dove symbol, raven symbol, tree symbol, blah, 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 blah. You get it. There are a lot of symbols.
It's the star, but we become so accustomed to seeing it all over the place that we don't realize what it's there for. And I hear dummies who think that they're awake. But I shouldn't call them names, but they go, yeah, but it doesn't have the lines through it. It's not about the lines, it's about the points in the star.
Saracilia, all shapes matter.
It's the 5-pointed pentagram.
The irony of this psycho trying to be like, these idiots, They see shapes and don't even think it's part of the satanic Illuminati conspiracy. Like, hey, bud, have you considered you're just crazy? Have you considered that you're just incredibly paranoid? Because Occam's razor kinda dictates that's probably the right answer. MMO addicted with 10 bits. My brother has a sweatshop of cheap homemade 3D printers which regularly catches on fire and can print pretty big stuff, like bigger than your hat. He printed me some dice towers. It's insane it hasn't burned down yet. That's cool. 3D printers are great. Randy, who's also part of our D&D game, has one of the laser 3D printers that doesn't print things like in layers like the normal 3D printers, but it actually, like, it's like liquid and then it shoots lasers at the liquid. It's like really, really great at making really fine details. I want to get one of those someday for D&D props, but Daddy Sume with a bit. I blame the Da Vinci Code. It was a dumb book that made people think they were smart for noticing the constant use of the same symbols in the ancient Illuminati. Yeah, that could be part of it.
Yeah. The same logo that the Satanic Temple and the Satanists use.
Hey, call for an uprising. You know that the Satanic Temple doesn't actually believe in Satan, right? Do you know that? Have you ever actually talked to a Satanist? The vast majority of what we call Satanists don't actually believe Satan exists. You know that, right? It's about, like, using Satan as a symbol to represent a belief system. It's not about literally worshiping the devil. Daddy Sume with a bit. The blame... Oh, I already read that one, sorry.
Which they just use it upside down, which is supposed to mean white magic or versus black or good versus evil magic. But it's all magic is crap and all magic is evil. And that's a fact. And no Christian or no person in general should be practicing magic. I don't care if you don't believe in Christianity and you think, oh, I'm going to practice magic. It's embarrassing, okay?
I mean...
It's embarrassing.
It's kind of embarrassing because magic isn't real and it objectively does not work. But, like, not for the reasons you think. Guys, magic isn't real. Sorry. But, like, it's not evil, right? Hold on, I gotta log into Twitch on my phone, sorry. Fuck it, I'll deal with it later. Arcana Stamper Blackwell says, yo, Satanist here. It's mostly about rebelling against unjust hierarchies and authorities. Yeah, that's basically what I've heard.
There's nothing funny about the tools.
Obowan with 100 bits says, the only way the Christian God can exist is for magic to be real. True. I've said that too before. When I still talk to my mom, like that was a while back. I don't talk to her anymore for a variety of reasons. But anyway, one time I mentioned to her, it was like, it's just weird to me that you believe in magic. She's like, I don't believe in magic. And I'm like, I mean, you do. You think miracles happened literally. She believes the Bible happened literally. She's like, that's not magic. I mean, you can call it what you want, but he's doing magic. That's magic. It's just magic by another name. MMO addicted. Call for an uprising. Real life capture. And then there's a link.
Oh, you challenge me with trickery? I don't believe in magic. Onward!
It's an abomination. And people who used to practice magic, what used to happen to them? Oh, I can't say it here on YouTube, but I wonder why that was happening.
Because people are superstitious idiots. That's why. A lot of it was also targeted towards, like, older, single women, which made society very uncomfortable, so they decided to lash out and, like, kill those women. It's a whole thing. Look into the history of, like, witch trials. It's pretty interesting.
Missing cats, missing, I don't know, youngins. And then where did these people who were...
Wait, is he unironically saying that witch trials were, like, a good thing, and that they definitely killed witches and not innocent people? Oh, bud. Oh, bud. Read a book, please.
Alleged, because every story you read is alleged, and it was the Christians that did this to some person who...
Cherry Tree Boy with 10 bits. My headphones broke. Help.
Was a witch, but they weren't doing anything.
Yes, that's what happened, you absolute moron. We have records of this and what they did. Have you not heard of the Salem witch trials? Maybe read The Crucible. Like, it's not 100% historically accurate, but it's pretty effing close. Read a history book. Witch trials, I don't know how to tell you this. Witch trials never caught a single witch. Because witches don't exist! And I know some people are self-proclaimed, like, witches. They're like Wiccan. That's a different thing. If you're Wiccan, that's fine. That's your religious belief. I don't care. But you're not a witch the way that was being, like, thought of by the people who committed, like, horrible crimes during witch trials, right? There's no such thing as magic. No one has ever cast a magic spell, good or evil, in the history of the universe because magic isn't real.
And what ends up happening? Right. Must be a coincidence, though. People just felt like doing that to people back in the 100 years ago was going on.
Yes! It wasn't a coincidence. It was due to a variety of social factors. But yes, people have believed really stupid, superstitious things in the past because they didn't have the understanding we have today of the rational world. You monster!
And now we live in a society that's totally embraced it. They figured it out.
MMO Addicted with 10 bits. I love the trial by water. If you escape to the surface, you're a witch and are killed. If you drown, you're innocent and you're still dead. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And the thing is, too, like, if someone was a witch, they wouldn't let you put them on trial. They'd just, like, cast a spell and fly away, or cast a spell and kill you all. It's the dumbest thing.
Through mind control, through the television, through the radio, through music, through celebrities, that this is the way that they can continue to indoctrinate people and then get by without being seen. Because it's all your famous celebrities, folks, who are in on doing the dirtiest, most unimaginable things. But most people would never be able to wrap their heads around that. Because they'd say, there's no way that Tom Hanks or so-and-so is doing something like that.
You haven't evidenced it. What he's talking about here, he's like talking about the QAnon stuff without actually talking about it because he knows that he can get like destroyed on YouTube for it. Rightfully so. And he's claiming that people like Tom Hanks are taking part in what is effectively satanic child abuse and murder. Which, by the way, feel free to knock that one off. He's alluding to it. That's fine. Is there anything else that I missed?
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Freaking Out 99. Hans wouldn't pass the wisdom check to detect the witch. Anyway, like, dude, the reason people are incredulous is because you haven't provided evidence. All you have are like, look at these emails. They talk about ordering a bunch of pizza or a bunch of hot dogs. And it's like, yeah, that has nothing to do with satanic ritual child abuse. What are you talking about?
Because they love them. Because they've seen him in Forrest Gump. Or they've seen Ice Cream, the music video. Which I don't know what has to be in your brain to watch this and be like, this is so cool, but...
I mean, it's K-pop. Whatever makes people like K-pop. It's just a genre of music. It's fine.
This is the generation and the time period we live in now. These are the people...
Yes, this isn't something that's been parroted by old people throughout the history of the world. The kids these days and their blasted music, it's evil and satanic, let me tell you. These new group, they call themselves the Beatles. They're satanic. Like, come on, bud. Really? How little self-awareness do you have? Catalina Gearbox with $5 says, wanted to show you my phyllo dough egg rolls. Hold on, let me... Oh, I can't click on it from there. Can you put the link in the chat? Just because I can't click on it from my, like, mini feed thing.
People who will be accepting the mark. These are the people who are going to be accepting the Antichrist. Not us. Not me, at least. But hopefully this video helps people out there. They see it. They see the signs and the symbols, the repetition and the patterns. There's always patterns. There's always repetition being done. That's why it's important to still show people these videos. And again, remember, these celebrities are the influencers. So when we talk about social engineering and people's behavior, they're getting their behavioral patterns from these celebrities.
Cannellini Gearbox, you're gonna put the link? I'll click on it. I'll check them out. I need the link in the chat because I can't click on it in your message thing that you sent. Just so you know.
They're getting their thoughts from these celebrities, from the things they tweet, from the social issues they stand for and stand up and talk about and tweet about and Instagram about and show up at Democratic conventions and talk about.
This dang youth of America. Ooh, they look good. They look yummy. The dang youth of America getting politically involved. But it's with a party I don't like, so it's bad and satanic. What a childish worldview. To be like, everything I don't like is Satan. Or people just have different views than you. How about that one?
They're influencers because people will be more influenced by them than they would be by an actual politician, even though they're trying to make the politicians like the celebrities now too. But they're trying to obviously continue to do the indoctrination, get people to follow people like Selena Gomez when they're 10 years old. Then when they're 20 years old.
Now I want egg rolls. Real bad.
Selena Gomez moves on to the next stage where suddenly she's at a Democratic National Convention and her fans, who are now 20, who have followed her their whole life, they're going to listen to the things she talks about, the social issues she thinks are important, like they've done now with...
People are gonna follow social issues that they hear about, and a lot of people hear about things through the people they follow on social media. That's why campaigns like doing hashtags that are like, hey, take a look at this social issue, whether it's Black Lives Matter or something else, you know. That's why those things are important, because that's how people get their news nowadays, is through social media. Now, we can talk about that being a good or bad thing or whatever, but nonetheless, it is the case. So when celebrities try and, like, use their platform to push for positive things, like Black Lives Matter, it's a good thing, and it's not a satanic plot. It's people understanding new media and how to use it to get people to look at the things they care about. It's pretty simple.
With Taylor Swift, right? Started off just Taylor Swift, and then Taylor Swift suddenly this influencer, the LGB and all the other crap, and she continues to influence her audience.
I don't know if I'll make
That's what they do. That's how they engineer them.
Other people
can't
might
think
want
for
it too.
themselves.
They look pretty good.
They worship these people. That's why God talks about how dangerous idol worship is. Well, those people might have been worshiping statues back then. Now we have people actually worshiping human beings, which is
people liking K-pop is literally the same thing as worshiping someone. No one can change my mind. Shady Shroomy with 25 bits. How dare musicians not only be music robots? Alright, wait a second. And Pierre Squire says, I had to defend Magic the Gathering to a group of teachers when I was in 8th grade in 96, telling them it wasn't demonic.
frightening, and thinking that they're gods. And guess what? These celebrities, in their own minds, they think and they're taught that they are.
Cotton Candy 903 with the LGB? I don't know what you mean.
Their own gods, because that's what Freemasonry teaches. And they believe it in their own mind. It's sick, but that's the truth, and that's what's going on. I want to remind everyone, check out my website at callforuprising.com. It's $2.99 a month. If you haven't checked it out, I recommend you do. I think everybody out there would like it.
$3 a month.
Not too many people over there, but hey, it is what it is. Hopefully people will check it out, and the event this channel shut down. If you like
382,000 subscribers, more than I would have thought.
my content, that's the only place you'll probably be able to find me.
99 with a bit. I mean, K-pop stands are
thank the
culty, but
Patrons
more
again
about
for your
worshiping
support.
hot twinks.
You guys keep this channel going. And again, all of you
Oh, he
out there
left
for your
out the T? Did he say that? I didn't notice him saying it. Sorry, I was reading some of the chat. Cotton Candy 903, he said LGB in the video, dropping the T. Oh, gross. I hate that shit. Whenever there's a group that gets accepted by society that, like, previously wasn't, and then they, like, use that as an excuse to start shitting on the next person that society's picking on, it bothers me so friggin' much. Like, come on, people. Trans people have been a part of, like, the LGBT rights movement since Stonewall and before. Like, this is not a new thing. It's obvious that, like, the groupings make sense together because they're both things that fly in the face of most people's idea of, like, gender identity and what it means. Like, certainly being trans isn't a sexual preference like being gay or like being gay or lesbian or bi. But, like, nonetheless, it makes sense to have that, like, social coalition. It makes sense to put them together. Very annoying to me when there are people who are, like, lesbians, gay, bi, who all of a sudden, like, are like, aha, got my rights, that's it, suck it, trans people. Try and kick them off the social ladder. It's the most annoying thing. Does that mean once the right moves past trans, asexual people will be next? I hope not. Maybe. That'd be real hard to demonize, though, right? Like, I can, in fairness, the rights demonize stuff that I think is just ridiculous to demonize in the first place, so I guess this could be another one. But, like, what are they gonna possibly say, you know? Are they gonna be like, you don't want to do the intercourse with other people? And they'll be like, yep, asexual. Like, I just find it hard to believe that anyone will get behind that messaging. It makes absolutely no sense, but I could be wrong. The right's gotten stupider and stupider as I've gotten older, so who knows?
Support.
Off point, but that ice cream does look delicious. Like, I don't know if it's just prop ice cream and it's not real. That's probably the case. But whatever they used to make the fake ice cream looks delicious, and I want some.
This, you know, I mean, support's needed.
It'll be because ace people aren't breeders, I guess. But there are already people who don't, like, who choose not to have kids, and people on the right haven't, like, targeted them, so I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? They pick really stupid things for their little culture war, so it's entirely possible. You say that, but ace people get some shit gatekeeping about what isn't ace, assumptions that you have to be damaged or abused, not like sex. It's some bullshit. Oh, I believe you. I'd imagine there are a whole variety of problems that go with being ace that I don't know and understand. I feel in terms of messaging, it would be hard for people on the right to get behind it. Could be wrong, though. Like I said, the right's gotten dumber and dumber the older I've gotten, so...
Needed at every level, I guess, right now, between me and you guys, and back to you. I hope you're all doing all right. It's just a headache after a headache after a headache in this world. It really is. The occult has taken over, and their agendas are being pushed, and we're now watching it after years and years of warning. But I guess at the end, we'll be the ones saying, I told you so, to those who make the wrong choice on Judgment Day.
No, because that's not going to happen. It isn't. It just isn't.
When it comes.
That's the worst part about, like, being right about there not being, like, any afterlife or anything. Like, if you are right about Christianity, then you get to say to people, like, haha, I told you, now you're in hell. Or, like, there are plenty of other afterlife versions that are a similar situation where, like, the person who was wrong gets a comeuppance. But no one will ever know we're right, right? Because when they die, they just die and they're dead. They don't know they were wrong. That bothers me more than it should. It really does. That's an unhealthy attitude for me to have. But, like, it's a little frustrating that their entire existence, they'll just be wrong. And they never get the moment where they're like, oh, whoops. But, whatever. What's next?